Hello my dudes, dudettes, and everything in between. Welcome back to FFXIV Games, and today we're going to be continuing on with our Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV, diving straight in to Syrcus Tower. I think that's what it's called. Yep, I'm right. Ha ha ha. But yeah, a lot of times if you're playing this game and you're doing the Alliance Roulette, you're gonna be doing this one a lot. It's a fun one, but after the 200th time, it does get a little like, really? Again? It's all good. It's all good. It's all fun. Alright. Why did I get interrupted? Yeah, AoE attacks don't work really well when they're spaced out a lot. Boss number 1. Alright, if you get one of those orbs, make sure you bring it back to one of these electric pillars. 3 need to hit each one. Otherwise we'll take a massive amount of damage. Ignore the staffs of elderlings. All right. Oh! I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. That's fine. Alright, Ancient Flare, stand in the water. But one thing I did admit, ice, you're gonna get frozen no matter what, so just try to stay away from other people. Fire, you're meant to melt the ice. I just wasn't paying attention. And I guess I took a fireball to the face. I took a fireball to the face. Just kind of stopped. Did only one of my abilities? Okay. That was weird. It only seemed like one of my abilities went out. One of my dots. Really simple, just focus down the boss, don't have to do anything special for him. Keep letting my dots fall. I don't mean to. Seems like it's taking quite a while. There we go. We'll grade the boots. Might be better gear for my scholar. Yeah, it might be. It's better gear than my summoner's gear, so it has to be better than my scholar. Oh wow, that was a delay if I've ever seen one. Dope. Make it good time, make it good time. Yeah, I can start off strong, but over time, my damage goes down quite a bit. Yes, and please kill these things quickly. They need to be killed. Otherwise they do a massive explosion and everyone takes a lot of damage. Use the orbs to make these guys small. Same deal. We're all like, smallify me, smallify me. People will be turned into frogs. Stay away from the snakes. The frogs can be used to break people out of the ice, but don't do that to everyone. We need at least one person stuck in ice so we can survive curtain fall, which is that move. If you aren't behind a piece of ice for that, much like the meteor for the behemoth, you're gonna die. There we go. Da, 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 da. Yay, we're level 58. Go us. And now the king, or alien emperor. You fight valiantly, mortals, but to no avail. How many times do we hear that? Absolute darkness draws nigh, blah blah blah, soon something something. People are impatient and can't wait for others to be done with the... Hey, I got something for my... At least one person needs to be in each of those things. No more than one, please. You don't share the damage. We just need at least one person to take the damage. So for those of you who like to say, well, it's got one in it, maybe one more, it'll be like, oh, no. If it's a thing that requires only one person to be in it, only one person needs to be in it. There's no need to make, well, one person take extra damage. Now, if this, at least one person needs to be standing in there with you, otherwise you will die. You need to stand on it because he does Ancient Kuwaga, which is like an earthquake ability. So you need to be up on there. After that, randomly targeted people will be targeted for those AoEs, so be ready to move for that. Beans. That shouldn't be a problem for any group. Whoa, I took that damage. What? That's super weird. That is super weird. Oh, that's the fun of having crappy armor. Oh, that's funny. Not. Alright, let's see. Better gear. Minion. Don't care. Don't care. I'll take it. Music. Doing it again. Clive. Sorry, video's being bitchy right now. You did it! You defeated Emperor Jande! Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, Clive Jet. With Emperor Jande now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways that we may seal off Syrcus Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world, or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to task. You mean that little sliver of wobbly dark thingy? That distortion. What is it? The power the Zende sought to obtain comes from the void. The world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed off ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Zande entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Devoidsent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe we can annul it. By his blood, Zande sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga. Finally, we may fulfill our purpose. Evil laugh, evil laugh, evil laugh. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the Ultima weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The covenant is everlasting. That's not good. And so, Mercida is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Allegan rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid. An endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. That's a cheery outlook. Clive, pull yourself together. Hey, dude, shut up. Is there no end to them? What in the seven hells is happening? Hey, here, pull yourself together. Ugh, not now, damn it. There really is no end to them. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Savior James Garland, I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them. A Voidsent, and no ordinary one at that. Confound it. Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine. Well, now he got pulled in too. The covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to the Fine and consult Rambros. Oh, that was a thing. And like I said in the last episode, there was a long scene. That's why we didn't do it in the last episode. All this happened within the tower? Gods preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Xande sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what the void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though void scent can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not know even know whether our friends still live. Damn it, I feel so helpless. Well, you are. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Une. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years. And besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Xande's Dark Covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Raha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true, it's all well with your eye. I honestly cannot say. I know only there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eyes rests with Alleg. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I am with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well, if only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it, though we have known them but briefly. Doga and Une are comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts and literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient when dealing with the void. One cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Clive. Mark my words. I don't love how you say we, like you're the one who's going to be going in. Hello, I'm the only one going in. Alright, Rambros has a furrowed brow and the look of one with ill tidings. Ah, Clive, it is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Une and Doga and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray into Syrcus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from his long slumber and awoke Emperor Zande. But you, Clive, you ensured that he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void sent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul his contract, the entity reached through the rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted himself into rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zande's orders, and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would fly open only for Une and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with the royal blood of Alec. This is a most galling design, granted. This was still not... granted, this was not always so vexatious. According to the Allegan tombstone Nero presented us,